Now, today we are going to discuss more about the digestive enzymes and what type of digestive enzymes are capable of doing and carrying out which processes. Okay, so enzyme, girls, is a word which actually describes some chemicals which help in breaking down some complex structures. Okay, so this is the basic function of enzymes. Enzymes are chemicals which are present in your body, and this is a compulsion. Enzymes will only be present in your bodies. Then they cannot survive outside our bodies. All right. So all these enzymes, they are present in our bodies, and they help in conducting different types of chemical reactions. Okay, different chemical reactions which take place in your body. Each chemical reaction has a specific enzyme which conducts that chemical reaction. All right, it's just like if you are making tea on stove, and if you don't turn the stove on, then the tea will not be prepared, right? So similar is the case with enzymes, that if we have all the raw materials but we do not have enzymes in our body to conduct that specific chemical reaction, then the chemical reaction will not happen at all. It will not take place at all. All right. So these enzymes, they are very specific. All right. For example, if there is an enzyme which is capable of breaking down carbohydrates, then it will only break down carbohydrates. Okay, for example, I'll give you an example of an enzyme. You are going to memorize all the examples which I'll give you. Okay, there is an enzyme which is named amylase. Okay, and the function of amylase is that it breaks down starch into smaller particles. Now, amylase is specific for starch. We cannot use amylase to break down proteins, or we cannot use amylase to break down fats or any other molecules. Amylase is specific for breaking down starches, and it will only break down starches. That's what I mean when I say that enzymes are very specific. All right, they one enzyme can take part in only one type of chemical reaction for which it is specific. It's specific for the specific chemical reaction. All right. So let's watch this video. I'd like everyone to play this video on their own devices. Girls, have you watched this video?
Ma'am, I'm done watching the video.
Ma'am, I have watched.
Yes. What is it?
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have not completed the video. Ma'am, I have completed.
Ma'am, I have completed it.
Okay. They were actually telling you about different types of um, digestive enzymes in the video. Let's discuss about different types of digestive enzymes. All right. So different types of I was telling you that there are different types of digestive enzymes which help in digesting different types of nutrients. For example, the carbohydrate digestion involves amylase enzyme which helps in breaking down starch. All right, and amylase is secreted in small intestine and it is also secreted in mouth.
And in saliva.
Yes, it is present in saliva and it is also present in small intestine. And in small intestine, uh, it is released by an organ which is known as pancreas. Okay, so pancreas secrete amylase in small intestine, and there in small intestine, leftover carbohydrates are further digested by amylase. Then protein digestion takes place by two types of um protease enzymes. Protease, whenever you basically relate an enzyme to a specific uh, nutrient, you just omit its last three words and you add ase at the end in most of the cases. Okay, so if a thing is ending in ase, it means it's the enzyme. Okay, so then proteins are digested by two types of protease enzymes. One is pepsin and the other one is trypsin. Now pepsin is secreted in stomach and trypsin is secreted in small intestine, but the function of both is to digest protein digestion, but both of them, pepsin and trypsin, they function better in different conditions. And I've already discussed in the previous video that uh, in our stomach there are acidic conditions because HCl is present in our stomach. So that's why the enzyme which is secreted in stomach, that is pepsin, it is different from the enzyme which is secreted in the small intestine. Why? Because of the difference in pH levels of stomach and small intestine. In small intestine the pH is almost neutral, and in stomach the pH is acidic. So that's why we have pepsin for protein digestion in stomach and trypsin for protein digestion in small intestine. Then you don't need to like memorize the digestion of nucleic acids. Then we jump on to fat digestion. Fats are also called as lipids, and the enzyme which helps in breaking down the lipids is known as lipases. Okay, and again, lipases is produced by the pancreas and it is released in small intestine. Okay, so these are the three important digestive enzymes. For starch, amylase helps in breaking down starch to smaller structures of sugar. Okay, then protein, it is proteins are digested by protease enzymes. There are two types of protease enzymes. Again, I'm telling you, pepsin and trypsin. Okay, and it converts proteins into amino acids, and then fats or lipids, they are digested by lipase enzymes into fatty acids and glycerols. These are basically the smaller particles of from which these complex molecules are made up. All right. Okay, so here we have matched the pairs. In these, you have to just match the name of the enzyme with the place where it is secreted or where it is present. For example, pepsin is present in stomach. So you are going to pair pepsin with stomach. Okay. Alright, so let's move to the next slide. Okay, so this is the summary of the entire lesson which we have studied previously. Alright, food, it enters in our digestive system from mouth, then it passes through the esophagus by peristalsis, then it arrives at your stomach, and physical and chemical, both type of digestion takes place at stomach, and specifically proteins are digested in stomach, not any other nutrient. Then the from the stomach, the muscles, they churn the food into a liquid, and then that liquid, it is actually transferred to small intestines, and in the small intestines the food is further broken down by different types of enzymes, and ultimately the nutrients are absorbed in your bloodstream. All right. So next, yes. Now this is a website, girls. It's a web link. We'll open it. It's also just a summary of what we have already learned. What happens in the mouth, then what is the structure of a teeth, and then what is the function of salivary glands, how many types of teeth are there, what is the function of stomach, what happens inside the stomach, and then what is the function of intestines, what happens in the small intestine. All right, and then what happens in the large intestine. So this is the entire summary of this lesson. You can note this summary down somewhere else, or maybe you can just read it out from here whenever you want to read it out. You can also save it by just right clicking it. You can just go to a new tab and you can save it, or by going to this view page source, and then you can save it. You can also click on save as. All right. So intestinal bacteria, what are intestinal bacteria? Our intestines, this is a fun fact, that our intestines are home to more than 500 species of bacteria which they need to function effectively. Okay, so some of these bacteria are thought to protect the intestines from diseases. So most of the bacteria which are present in our intestines, they help in protection of our intestines from different other diseases. All right. So next, I have a question, that what are the four types of teeth which are present in our mouth? अब बाकी सारे questions ही हैं, because we are done with the reading of the entire topic. So Please answer the question. What are the four types of teeth we have in our mouths? Should I tell you the answer or you will write the answer on your own?
Ma'am, I have written the
No,
answer.
ma'am, we'll
Yeah.
write the answer on your own.
Okay. Okay, I've received answer from Hajra Iftikhar. Oh, and that is correct. The answer is correct, Hajra. Maida, the answer is correct as well. Just you had to, if you put a comma in between your answers, it would be better. Okay, so Zumla, yes, your answer is correct as well. Zainab's answer is correct as well. Okay, so I've received many answers from many students. And so
Ma'am,
is
can you give 2 minutes,
Shazama.
please?
Yeah, sure. Shazama, your incisors are 8 teeth on the front. Okay, so it is in a bit more detail. You are also explaining the functions of all types of teeth. जी
वहाँ का
अफरोजा
वहाँ फाई का ना
सदफ
करो मेरे डेस्क के साथ बस करो वो मेरा मतलब वहाँ नहीं है वहाँ बोलो
क्या हाँ thank you for turning the mic off. Alright, so Sadaf Zainab please.
मैम ये पता नहीं क्या हो गया नर्ड को
क्या हो
वो
गया
उसकी स्क्रीन उल्टी है उसकी स्क्रीन vertical है और जो कीबोर्ड है वो सीधा है
क्या
और वो नजर ही नहीं आ रहा जो मैं लिख रही हूँ
आप बैक करके दोबारा आ जाए just close it once and then rejoin.
ओके मैम मैम ओनली 2 minutes
Okay.
मैम
Yes.
मैम
Who's
कैन
that? Hello.
Ma'am, can we move on?
Yeah, sure. Okay, so let's move to the next question. What do the bacteria in our intestines do? Interesting question. I've just told you the answer.
मैम
Hmm.
मैम कैन यू remove my name
Which name?
in the Google Meet.
Why?
I have joined from 2 accounts by mistake.
Okay. Who is talking?
Ma'am,
Oh, yes.
ma'am, I've joined again in Nerdpod. And what is the code? PG.
It was PCGQZ. Okay, who was saying that there? Manal.
PC.
Manan, you there?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, okay. I have removed your second account. Okay,
Ma'am,
PCGQZ.
PC. Thank you, ma'am.
No problem.
उठो।
All right. So, okay, so we have answers. What do the bacteria in our intestines do? Shazama is saying that break down undigested food, aid the absorption of nutrients, produce certain vitamins needed for blood clotting. Okay, and it protects us from different intestinal diseases and problems. All right, break down undigested food. अच्छा नहीं, अनडाइजेस्टेड फूड ये ब्रेक डाउन करते हैं, ट्रू, बट दे their main role is that they protect us from diseases. Okay, the bacteria help digest food by chemicals. Okay, it kills the germs. No, bacteria तो खुद germs हैं. How can they kill the germs? They don't kill the germs. They just protect us from attacking of the germs. Um, Zumla is saying break down that digested food, neutralize some of the harmful products. Yes, exactly. They neutralize some of the harmful products of food breakdown.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Yes, aid
Ma'am,
multiple.
I've added one more sentence in my answer.
Who? Who has added?
Shazama
They
ma'am.
produce. Okay. They produce such vitamins which help in blood clotting. Okay. Shazama has added. Aid the absorption of nutrients, produce certain vitamins. Yes. यही नहीं लिखा हुआ था पहले?
No,
Oh,
ma'am, the first
अच्छा.
sentence.
Okay. Okay. That's, yeah. They mainly help us uh, there to protect us from intestinal diseases. Yes. Done, everyone. Should we move to the
Yes,
next slide?
ma'am.
Yes,
Are we
ma'am.
going to finish this topic today?
Yes. We are going to finish this today. Inshallah. Okay, so this is the review of the entire topic. The digestive system, it's responsible for breaking down food into energy, and food starts at its journey from the mouth actually, and then to the esophagus, travel down to the stomach, then small intestine, and finally it ends its journey at the large intestine, and nutrients are taken out of the food and the rest is expelled out as waste. So here I have a small quiz for all of you. Let's see how many of you get it right. Okay, so question number one is, what is the main responsibility of the digestive system? Question number two is, which of the following is correct order that the food travels through our body in? What does the stomach use to break down food? And which of the intestine is longer, small or large? And after what is removed from the food in the large intestine, what does it become? Wow, Rosa has all of them right. Correct. Shazama also has all of them correct. I think Isha and Ram के भी सारे correct है. Manal के सारे correct है. Very good. Wow, Zainab has also correct order. And Okay. Afroza has all of them correct.
Ma'am, I have done.
Who?
I am also done.
Okay, so Laiba, your second question is wrong. Which of the following is the correct order that the food travels through your body from? Esophagus, stomach, small intestine, large intestine. Large
Ma'am, neither
intestine is
is
the
correct.
large one, the big one, and the small intestine is the small one. Alright.
Done, ma'am.
Done, ma'am.
Ma'am, it's really fun to answer questions like this and studying on Nearpod in your lesson. I really like it.
Yep.
But I also miss the like normal way, like when we used to go to school and then study.
Yeah, definitely. We all do that. We all miss it.
But we are going day after tomorrow. So,
Inshallah.
Ma'am,
inshallah.
are we
Most
going to go
most
on
probably.
tomorrow or
Yeah.
the day after tomorrow?
Day after tomorrow.
23rd.
23.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So what is one thing about the digestive system which you remember from today's lesson? Any one thing.
Ma'am, that how the it is the food is digested through chemicals in our stomach.
Yeah. You can write it down. Okay, okay, okay. How food is digested and how does it give us energy? Okay, मैकेनिकल एंड केमिकल डाइजेशन वैसे ये आज नहीं पढ़ा था हमने आज हमने डाइजेस्टिव एंजाइम्स के बारे में पढ़ा है ओके बट इट्स करेक्ट ओके Isha is saying enzymes also help the food to break down. They only help the food to break down actually. They are required for the food to break down. If enzymes were not there, your foods they will not break down at all. Okay, we have one more answer. Enzymes help to break down the food. Okay, Aline is saying I have joined somewhat late, but I remember that is the impact of enzyme and chemicals made through the process of yeah, you're right, somewhat right. Now is saying how food is digested through different chemicals. Yeah, that's right. Okay, Ali is saying I've joined. Okay. Zubla is saying how to digest food. Okay. So I have memorized the names of digestion enzymes. Wow, that's really good. You should memorize, the names of these digestive enzymes. You should know that what are the names of different digestive enzymes, where they are produced, where they're released in your body, and what is their function. पेपर में ये ऐसे आएगा Okay, girls, so this is the end of this chapter. Actually, it's a last slide, and in the next class, inshallah, we will discuss